not your child.
What you mean?
This is not your child. I'm just letting you know, so you won't, this is not your child.
So I've been paying child support on this man for what, 4 years, 5 years, and he telling me it's not my child?
Yeah, this is not your child, but I thank you for everything you're doing, but
Oh, baby, we ain't going down like that.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again. And on today's episode, we have yet another example of why men should always get a DNA test. In fact, they should be mandatory. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments, and let's jump into it.
We have those results. Got your cashier's check. Because I don't want to
That's not nice.
Well, I'm just saying.
You can't say that to him yet, though.
Okay.
We don't know if he's even going to be the father to pay child support.
I know.
But if you are indeed the father, I wouldn't recommend you make a payment today because the order would just be being signed today.
Is there an appeal process even if I am the father?
What would you be appealing exactly?
I don't think that based on the way she's been treating me and based on her selective choice of when to bring this issue up in order to, harm my relationship with my family, I consider that a form of harassment. And I feel like I should be able to file maybe a restraining order, and that would prevent me from, if I had a restraining order against her, that would prevent me obviously from having to pay for her child support, wouldn't it?
What is that, a restraint? No, that's not how any of that works. That was really creative, though, but that's not how any of that works.
A man does not end up in paternity court unless something has been eating at him for a long time. He already suspected the truth. The court is only there to confirm what he already knew.
So let me go ahead and tell you what the results say.
All right.
Let's get it over with.
All right.
Drum roll.
All right. It looks like baby McKinney, because we can't say a child's name.
Right.
There is no probability he can be the father.
What did they say? What?
You hear that?
What'd you say, Your Honor?
You laughed at that.
Remember
No,
when
I didn't hear.
Oh, let me say it a
I'm
little
the
louder.
only white person she's been with. Remember,
There is
remember that?
no probability that he is the father.
Okay, so first of all, no disrespect to you, but the letter looks a little sketchy.
Okay.
It wasn't in a
It's got
legal
writing on
size
it.
envelope.
That's why it's sketchy.
So, and I don't trust him because his uncle is an attorney, okay? And his uncle can do
What
all
does that have to
types
do with
of
anything?
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I don't even trust that.
Wait a minute. I believe at the beginning, I asked you all how the test went.
I mean,
And
the
you
test-
said, wait a minute, hold on. You said everything went good.
The result comes back exactly the way he feared, and he takes it without falling apart. Nobody wants to be right about something like this, but at least he knows where he stands now.
I confronted her with her. One of them says, "Amy, I love you. I can't wait."
Found love letters. What do you mean
the love
found?
letters. I found them in her dresser drawer. I was snooping.
Yeah, you were snooping in my
Yes,
son.
Your Honor, I was. It says, "I love you. I can't wait to next week when I get to see you. I miss you so much. I love you so much. You're the reason I breathe, and you make me whole," it said. So when
Where was that? Where was I? I never saw him.
So when I confronted her about the love letters, she said they were just friends, and there's no law against her having male friends, which I don't have a problem with that. But
No
when
law
it says I
against her
love,
having male friends that she loves and can't wait to see. And
yeah, I have a
But
problem
I
with
never.
that, Your Honor.
But I never even saw the letters.
Your Honor, I thought this child was mine for the first 3 years of her life.
how old is the child now?
She's three right now.
three.
I'm the
Since
only
he
dad.
cannot be the biological father, since he and the child do not share the necessary paternal markers in the genetic system. So that means the genetic markers between your child
And
and Mr. Vincent are
not-
nowhere near each other.
Right.
As a matter of fact, they absolutely don't exist.
That's right.
So
But
you think he's
she's-
wrong for going through your things. And if he hadn't gone through your things, he never would have found
She
out
told
you
me
were
I
having.
was
This guy found love letters from another man tucked in his own wife's drawer, so he is not paranoid and he is not overreacting. The proof was sitting right there in his house the whole time.
Mr. Pace, you say you will be crushed today if DNA results reveal you are not the biological father of your son, Prince.
Yes, Your Honor.
You maintain that the defendant betrayed you by cheating with Prince's second possible father, your best friend.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Ms. Fobbs, you say you were caught between the man you're in love with and his best friend.
Yes, Your Honor.
You admit you made a horrible mistake when you slept with both men, but you say you're still hoping with all your heart that Mr. Pace is your son's biological father. Mr. Randolph,
Yes.
you're Mr. Pace's best friend,
Yes.
And the second potential father of Prince.
Yes, Your Honor.
When did this love triangle, this cheating, begin and how?
I wouldn't necessarily call it a love triangle because the situation with me and Randolph only happened once. Upon me being in the house with Byron, the thing is, he works at night, so he's never really home with me, and I kind of took that as a feeling of neglect.
Paternity court drops it that the husband's own best friend may have gotten his wife pregnant. This is ridiculous. That is 2 betrayals in 1 sentence, and he has to sit there.
So, Mr. Randolph, I just have to ask, how could you sleep with your best friend's girl?
Well, to answer that, Your Honor, I wasn't in the right state of mind. We both was intoxicated. You know, he was out promoting clubs, and she used to come home from the club intoxicated and, you know, looking for him. He's not there. Me and her talk, and, you know, one night the talk led to something else.
And so was this sex unprotected?
Honestly, Your Honor, I was intoxicated.
Ms. Fobbs, do you want to work on the relationship with Mr. Pace?
Yes, I love him. I love him very much, and I'm never going to take from him that he's an excellent father. I couldn't ask for a better person to be a father for my son.
Do you fear that if it's determined that Mr. Randolph is Prince's biological father, this relationship won't survive?
No.
Yeah, I do.
I don't. I mean,
I feel that way.
For me, it would kind of hurt me a lot.
Every follow-up question the panel asks makes her account shift again, when the truth is simple. You do not need 3 different versions of it.
So there's a lot riding on this result.
Yeah, it is.
There is a whole lot riding on these results.
Jerome, I think it's time for the results. In the case of Pace versus Fobbs Randolph, when it comes to 4-year-old Prince Fobbs, and whether Mr. Pace or Mr. Randolph is his biological father, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Pace, you are not his father.
I'm so sorry.
It has also been determined by this court, Mr. Randolph, you are not.
I apologize.
It is crazy, guys, that paternity fraud even exists. In fact, as far as I know, there are a few governments which refuse to actually publish these statistics because they know that men would just completely opt out if they knew the truth of how often women were doing this.
I'm over here in the hospital, y'all, finna give birth to his child, and he over here questioning me, talking about, is this really his baby? Like, what are you talking about? Do you really think I'm sitting here and have you up here at the hospital and everything with me just for nothing? Are you serious right now? What kind of baby dad does that right when we finna have this baby? Like, are you serious? You really gonna sit here and question baby talking about, oh, can you get DNA test? No, you're not getting no DNA test after this. I'm not doing that. This is your child. If you don't believe it's your child, then you could go ahead and go. I don't need you up here. Because all you're doing is stressing me out. Yeah, we are finna find out. And that's so weird for you to even be saying that, though. Why would you even say that? You don't never want to claim your kids. Why you never claiming your kids? Like, I don't be doing none of that cheating stuff or none of that. What are you doing? Bro, like, I'm sick of that. And you know what? I'm not even gonna say nothing, bro, because I'm not getting no DNA test. So if he don't think it's his child, he just won't have a child. We don't really need you over here. He in here stressing me out. Like, look at me. I look a mess right now. And you over here doing all this extra stuff, stressing me out right now. Talking about you and DNA test. Okay. You gonna get your DNA test. You can really go ahead and go.
She flat out refuses the test from her hospital bed, which tells everyone in the room plenty. People who are sure of the answer do not dodge a simple test.
Let's start with the results of the DNA test, okay? Ashley, you want to prove to him that he's the father, right? Here we go. In the case of 4-year-old Noah, Jai, you are not the father.
Like stop! What? Get off! Like what? What? All this time?
Pathetic.
Like
Alright, stop!
No, stop what?
No!
Wait, stop what?
Okay, we made mistakes! We made mistakes!
Oh, that's a mistake. That's a mistake.
Oh, you're
lying to me all these years, like telling me that kid is mine.
You've lied to me.
That's not my son.
Baby, that is your son. You raised him. He loved you. You love him. How are you not going to say that's not your son?
All right, have a seat. I'll talk to Ashley later on. We'll be glad to test anybody she wants. How do you feel now, John?
Well, it's a lot of things. Like, I mean, it was like...
All right, Montero, easy.
The woman is already announcing she wants out of the marriage as the results get read. That man is finding out about his wife and his fatherhood in the same breath.
Let me ask you something. How can a man still be on child support when the DNA test said it ain't his? Like,
because you deemed the legal father.
How?
Because you didn't challenge it. So just say, for instance, you can be, just say, for instance, you already established a parent-child relationship. The courts are not going to say, just say, for instance, you've been thinking it's your child for 10 years. You take a DNA test, you swab, and, oh, nah, this a baby ain't mine. Now you want to take her to court, you want to get divorced, and now they're looking at it and say, well, you've been the legal father of this child for the last 10 years.
That's cold.
It's disgusting how a father can end up, not even the father, a man can end up as a legal father on paper and still owe child support for a child that is not his. Absolutely insane.
2 guys call in. They work at DNA testing centers. One guy had to quit. One guy still works there. He told me 40% of the children are not the man's child. 40%. He said 40%.
Somebody call Maury.
It's usually
make DNA testing mandatory.
It's 2 scenarios. It's where the woman, the person's getting a DNA test because the woman claims that is their child. Turns out it's not. The other one is where the parent is on a deathbed and makes a confession, or they need a liver transplant, blood transfusion, and the blood type. There's no way that can actually be the father. So then they find out that because of medical reasons. You mean that's not my father? Then the father finds out from that way. He said it took such a...
And that's just the thing, by the way. She's totally correct here. There are so many people who, they think they are the father of their kid, but they are not actually the father of their kid. This is definitely why DNA testing should be mandatory.
You told him early on that you were pregnant within the first couple of weeks. How does somebody know they're pregnant within the first couple of weeks of a relationship?
I found out I was pregnant in June 4th, 2016, which I have a picture of my pregnancy test with a date on it.
Listen to me carefully, brain trust. You acknowledge that you met him on May 26th. So if you were pregnant and it showed on June 4th that you were pregnant, not possible.
The doctor even confirmed it.
Oh, you could be pregnant. But he's not the father.
A courtroom picks apart a pregnancy timeline that just doesn't add up here. Once the numbers are laid out, the guy finally gets the answer that he was not meant to ask for.
I just found out that my kid wasn't actually mine. So that was, of course, again, well documented on my show, Fistful of Free Speech on YouTube. And how would you react if you found out your kid wasn't? You know what I mean? Your kid wasn't yours. That was, of course, a big thing. Technically, right, if we get lawyers involved, I don't know for sure the kid's not mine, right? Again, as I talked about in my show, I'm going over old ground, but I took Rosie to a DNA test in South London Meds for You, right? Great place. And they did a DNA test on the baby when it was, like a month in the stomach? And they said, they're pretty sure it's not mine.
Pretty sure?
Yeah. They said when it's that young, it's almost impossible to know, but I had a feeling, So, yeah, I haven't seen it since. It means I spent 3 days painting a bedroom duck egg colour blue, right, for a baby that isn't mine. That's one thing it means. Another thing it means that I took Rosie back
This guy describes the moment everything fell apart, the test coming back and the kid not being his. Honestly, very, very sad stuff, guys. I think this happens very, very commonly to men.
Right? Because she's having my baby, that was a waste of time. If it turns out that wasn't the case. If it is mine, right, that might be a good thing. Maybe we can give it a go again. She's probably single now. Don't know. But she's probably going to stop doing the OnlyFans stuff. Because bit weird that, isn't it, with a kid?
Yes, possibly. What's the latest with Rosie? Where did that get to?
I haven't spoken to her in ages. She, when I found out, again, we can get into technicality of that, but when I'm going to say when I found out the kid wasn't mine, I didn't sling her out because it's her house. I left and went to a travel lodge for a bit. And I haven't spoken to her since. Baby is born. It's doing all right, apparently. But I have almost little to no interest in seeing it until I know for a fact the little bugger's mine.
You see, guys, this is where it gets really scary, right? Because if the second one is yours, but the first one is not, my goodness, that is going to be an annoying battle to get out of, right? The woman absolutely knew the first one wasn't his, decided to, lie to him anyway, and then honestly, the second one probably isn't either, and the dude should probably hope that to be the case.
I gotta do my yours. So hot on the cheek. Hey, man. Hey, sweetie. She's nice, sweetheart. So, how was your day? It was alright. Could have been better. You guys eat? No, I'm not really hungry. I got Zahari. Something right there. Okay. A few hours ago. Okay, well, I'm kind of hungry, so I guess I can fix something to eat at home, I guess. Alright. Yeah. I need to talk to you about something. Okay. What's going on? I got a little DNA test kit from like CVS a few days ago, and I did a little swab on Zaria, and DNA test? Yeah. What possessed you to do that? I mean, a good source told me. He was just like, check it out, something don't seem right, yeah, and, I didn't believe him, I just did it, hoping he was wrong. No, seriously, I'm telling you, I'm hoping he was wrong, and it came.
The thing about these situations as well, guys, is many times the women will absolutely refuse the DNA test, but here's the thing, I think if the woman refuses the DNA test, that tells you everything you need to know, and you don't actually need to get one.
It came back negative. Negative? Yeah, it came back negative. Sorry, is your child. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, brother. That just cannot be right. Like, it's not right. It's not right. It's not right at all. It's not right. Well, I mean, I didn't see the test. How would I even know that a test even exists? Well, you could be just saying it. Like, so I'm just saying what? Like, what you trying to do? I'm just saying what I'm just making it up. Look at this. Hold on. What is it? I don't know. You could be. Yeah. What does it say? What does it say? DDC. Exactly. DNA Diagnostic Center? What is this? It's a fucking DNA test. I'm sorry. Why the f would you do this? It's a DNA test. Why, it's a DNA test. It's a DNA test. You're fucking wrong. I've been taking care of for 3 years, and you're telling me and that you don't. It doesn't matter. Bullshit. That's bullshit. No, do not take. No, I don't want to listen to anything. I don't listen to anything. She is your child. This is not right. You can say whatever you want to say. The DNA, the thing say 0.615. It's not even close to being close. It's not even. I don't care. You really want to go through the embarrassment of me taking a test through the doctor and seeing how stupid you're going to look in front of them?
Am I the only one who thinks as well there should be some sort of, criminal punishment for doing this crap to men? I wonder how many men out there have paid and looked after kids that are not their own for their entire lives. There must be a lot of men doing that, even right now.
You really want to do it? You're f***ing sick for that. You know what the who's your child? I don't care what this says. Who's your real child? I don't care. Who's your real dad? I don't care about what you saying right now. Like, I don't care about this test. Like, no. You don't care about this. Oh my. This is not real. It's not real. Just open the glove compartment. For what? Just open it. Open the glove compartment. That's the one. That's what I purchased. I bought that 3 days ago.
Oh my God.
You know, yeah.
Why the hell would you do this?
Because you're f***ing lying. I had to make sure. Now you're doing that.
Sorry,
you're
f***ing this shit is some bullshit.
That's bullshit.
This is some bullshit. I don't give a f*** about this.
You don't do people like. You don't do people like. I'm not trying to curse you for the. What do you mean I'm gonna do? What am I supposed to? I'm just finding out now. Alright, I'm just finding out after all this time. What am I supposed? I just need time to think about this. I'm gonna go by Jay's house and gather my thoughts because I don't know. See what I'm doing. I'm trying to see what I'm gonna do. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. My next step.
I don't even care anymore. You are so out of pocket for this shit.
Whatever, man. I'm gonna drop y'all off. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do. Yeah, whatever. I just want to let you know that I know what's going on. I find out for myself. I found out for myself.
Oh my God.
All right, man. Whatever. Yeah. All right. You wouldn't. Yeah.
And unfortunately, yet another man is correct. Like, here's the thing, guys. I don't want these dudes to be correct, you know? I wish them to have a happy life with their kid, but oftentimes it turns out not to be the case.
It's not your child.
What you mean?
This is not your child. I'm just letting you know, so you won't, this is not your child.
So I've been paying child support on this man for what? 4 years, 5 years, and he telling me it's not my child?
Yeah, this is not your child, but I thank you for everything you're doing, but
Oh, baby, it ain't going down like that.
Why it's not? We about to go. I'm about to
Man,
take you,
look,
and
bro,
we about to just go.
I've been paying $700 a month for 4 years, bruh. You know how much that is?
But I'm just
That's like $8,400 a year. 4 years.
I'm letting you know so you won't get a DNA test that he's not your child.
Man, that's like $30-something thousand. But either you got the $30,000 to give me back, or it's gonna be an issue.
Well, we can work something out. Can we just work something out?
I mean, what you trying to work out, bro? Because that's $30-something
thousand.
$1,000.
Or something. If you want to take me to court, sue me. I don't know, but I'm just letting you know. That
Yeah.
you said something about DNA test.
Yeah, something gonna happen because I ain't playing by no 30 racks. I ain't gonna lie. I don't care if child or not. I love them, but you telling me they ain't mine, so I don't care about none of that.
All right, we about to go then.
Man, yeah, but hey, look, figure out how you gonna get my money.
All right.
And you see, guys, this is exactly what I was talking about earlier, right? You have so many dudes out here paying actively for long periods of time for kids that are not their own. And the women know exactly what they are doing when they enable these situations. If you would like to get early access to videos, weekly lectures, and case study breakdowns of human behavior, make sure you check out the members area link below in the video description. Otherwise, make sure to click on one of these videos on screen now if you enjoyed. Make sure you take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.